Abortion is the deliberate termination of a human pregnancy. According to the Centers for Disease Control Prevention, in 2014, there were 652,639 abortions. Could you imagine how many doctors, scientists, teachers, or even farmers that were created but never had a chance to become that? Abortion is a controversial topic that has been taking over the nation, and I am here to tell you why it needs to end. Abortions can be done in two different ways. One of the more popular ways is through an in-clinic abortion. There are two different types of abortions through a clinic, depending how far along you are in your pregnancy. Both ways use suction in the uterus to terminate the pregnancy. Suction abortion is the most common type of in-clinic abortion, which uses gentle suction to empty the uterus. Dilation and evacuation abortion, better known as D&E, also uses suction, but there is also the help of medical tools to empty the uterus. In-clinic abortions are 99% effective and usually take up to 10 minutes. Most people that choose an in-clinic abortion choose it because they feel safe with the medical staff and want to make sure the procedure happens correctly. The second type of abortion is through a pill, called the abortion pill. This type of abortion is done in the comfort of your own home. A pregnancy ended by the abortion pill is combined of two different pills. The first pill you receive at the doctor's office to help block the body's progesterone. The second pill is taken 6 to 48 hours later to empty out the uterus. This pill is meant for pregnancies in the early stages and works best if you are 8 or less weeks pregnant. There is a 98% chance of the pill working. Most people that choose to go with the pill choose it because it feels more natural. Nearly 1 in 4 pregnancies end in abortion. 30% of women will have an abortion by the time they are 45. Most people do not openly admit that they had an abortion. According to the Guttmacher in North Dakota in 2014, there were 60% of women having abortions in their 20s. Within that, 59% already had 1 or more children. 86% of that were unmarried, 75% of that were economically disadvantaged, and 62% were religious. In 2011, there were around 6 million pregnancies. 67% resulted in live births, 18% resulted in abortion, and 15% ended in miscarriage. Since 2011, the abortion rate has gone down by 14%, and I hope this rate continues to drop. Most people argue that an abortion is okay for many reasons. One of the most common reasons is, I am too young or too old to be having a baby. There is also the factor of your job and money. You may have just gotten a new job and you do not have enough money to also raise a child, because you make enough just for you to get by. Maybe you don't want to be a single parent, or you want to be able to provide care for your child. There are more serious reasons to get an abortion as well. Maybe you were raped, or carrying a baby could cause great harm to you and your life is being taken. You also may know that your baby has a disability. However, I do not think that this is enough reason to take the life of an innocent child. Once you have an abortion, you are at a much higher risk for many things, including infections, damage to the cervix, or even an incomplete abortion. You may have an increase in depression, and you have a higher chance of breast cancer. If you think you are too young or too old to raise a child, you should not abort the baby. You should admit to the mistake, and most people have enough family or friends to help them out between babysitting or helping them out financially. My solution to abortion is to put the baby up for adoption. Every year, there are over 1.3 million couples waiting to adopt. There are many adoption processes you can go through. You can have an open adoption where you are still able to see the baby as much as you want. You can choose the parents that your child will go to as well. I know of people who even want who want to adopt babies with disabilities. I have cousins that were adopted, and it doesn't make them any less a part of my family. I have classmates and friends that have been adopted, and they are beyond thankful for it. Some couples wanting to adopt don't even care if you were raped. It is all about finding the perfect couple to adopt the baby. Most parents never regret becoming a parent, no matter if it's through blood or an adoption. Not only am I against abortion, I am for adoption. I believe every person deserves a chance in the world. Abortion hides a problem, but it does not solve it. In conclusion, I hope to see abortion rates go down and the number of adoptions go up. I hope one day this is not a topic discussed because there is no such thing as abortion. Would you murder an innocent life? My sources are abortion, reasons women choose abortion, abortion facts, studentsforlife.org, 14 things everyone gets wrong about abortion, self.com, Kirsty Brown, liveaction.org, plannedparenthood.org, cdc.gov, guttmacher.org.